Coming up on College Vision News, important news and information for students and staff at Bates Technical College, a presentation on basic streaming, an interview with the Assistant Director of Campus Life, our regular student showcase, this time featuring the work of M.K. Zhang, and a look at the Bates CNC program. Stay tuned. College Vision News is next. Hello and welcome to College Vision News. I'm Roland Robinson. We begin the show with the latest news and information for the students and staff at Bates Technical College. Our news comes from the President's monthly newsletter, which was sent by email to the college community. As we reported earlier, Bates Technical College will be a vaccinated college starting fall quarter. To ensure that we can return to a safe and full on-campus experience, President Zhou decided that all students, staff, and faculty must verify that they are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 or claim a medical, religious, or philosophical exemption. Those that claim an exemption will be allowed on campus, but will be required to adhere to COVID restrictions, which currently include the use of masks and social distancing. The President noted that COVID-19 vaccines are readily available to anyone over age 16, and getting a vaccine will help keep ourselves and each other safe. Following the announcement by the President, the Bates COVID Task Force held a town hall meeting via Zoom to explain the reasoning and the guidelines for a vaccinated college. Several presentations were made by people on the task force, and a lot of questions were raised by the participants in the town hall meeting. Some of the sticky points of identification and policy enforcement are still in the process of being worked out, so more information is expected in the coming weeks prior to the return of staff and faculty in the fall. Information will be posted on the Bates website as it becomes available. To reduce barriers to entry into math and English classes and to increase student success in both subjects, Bates faculty members designed and launched Math Bootcamp and English Directed Self-Placement during the COVID pullback. These Canvas classes help to prepare and assess students in both math and English to ensure they're placed in appropriate level classes. Scores from these self-placement activities are communicated directly to career specialists in preparation for enrollment. Math Bootcamp has been active since the fall of 2020, and over 100 students earn their free self-paced refresher scores each quarter. This last spring quarter, over 130 students completed Math Bootcamp. English Directed Self-Placement was launched in April 2021 and just passed the 100 completion mark this summer. Bates will be tracking the effectiveness of this effort through the progress of students in meeting their math and English requirements. The National Institute for Metalworking Skills, NIMS, was formed in 1995 by the leading metalworking trade associations to develop and maintain a globally competitive American workforce. NIMS develops skills standards for the industry, certifies individual skills against the standards, and accredits training programs that meet NIMS quality requirements. Bates Technical College machinist students took their NIMS exams in June, and many, both male and female, passed. Credentials earned included measurement, materials and safety, job planning, and bench work and layout. One student passed the CNC mill operations exam, and one other student passed the CNC lathe operations exam. Congratulations to those students on passing their certification exams. On October 18th, a ribbon-cutting event will be held to celebrate the opening of the long-awaited Center for Allied Health Education. The site is bustling with on-site contractors working on every level and around the perimeter of the building, which includes new landscaping. There has been an unfortunate delay to the actual operational opening due to a number of supply chain issues impacting the furniture industry. Because of this, certain furniture was not available for delivery in time for the fall quarter. Programs moving into the building will physically move over the winter break and begin operations in the Center for Allied Health Education at the beginning of the winter quarter. This month, the college will be reviewing a list of new potential facility improvement projects. South Campus projects include the replacement of a number of overhead exterior coiling doors that were not replaced earlier due to underfunding in the previous biennium, Building B masonry and building envelope repairs, replacement of obsolete HVAC units, and replacements of the Building B dust collection system. Potential plans for the downtown east annex include the replacement of the water heater tank, transformer, and pump. And at Central Campus Building A, the replacement of the legacy fire alarm panel is being considered. Additionally, the project list includes the replacement of 28 drinking fountains with bottle filling stations at the south and downtown campuses. In June, the Assessment Task Force surveyed Bates faculty on their current comfort level with student learning outcomes assessment. High-scoring items spotlighted faculty's understanding of Bloom's taxonomy, use of program-level assessments, and the ability to write outcome statements. Meantime, growth areas include how to assess institutional student learning outcomes, ISLOs, and how to record, analyze, and act on assessment data. The results will help shape the 21-22 professional development goals for this keystone element of accreditation. In other news, the Guided Pathways Committee held a retreat on August 2nd to plan and set priorities for the next year, and the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Task Force held a full-day retreat also on August 2nd. The DEI Task Force followed full agenda, including an afternoon of sessions facilitated by Dr. Jessica Taylor, Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion Development at Multnomah University and CEO founder of the Leadership Training Initiative. Finally, the Student Emergency Assistance Grant Program provides funding for colleges to assist students experiencing unforeseen emergencies or situations that affect the student's ability to attend classes. Bates Technical College has been approved to receive $275,000 for the 21-22 annual year and $245,000 for the 22-23 annual year. Additional details and information will be sent out to the college soon. That's your staff and student news for this week. Ryan Cox, a Bates Broadcasting video production student, has been instrumental in getting BVP programming online. Working with the IT department and researching streaming equipment, Ryan has made it possible for Game On, the program's esports show, to be streamed live to Twitch. The BVP program also has the ability now to stream live to its YouTube channel and potentially to a host of other sites. In today's technology report, Ryan shows us the steps to set up the popular production software OBS for streaming.
Be it expertise, comedic value, or raw charisma, each successful streamer has something that sets them ahead of the pack in the highly competitive ecosystem of online broadcasting. However, every stream shares a few fundamental characteristics. These fundamentals are the building blocks of getting your content online in the first place, and it's where everyone starts. By the end of this presentation, you will be familiar with 3 basic steps to creating a live stream of your own. For many years, a basic foundational streaming software has been open broadcast software, and it will be the subject of this presentation. OBS allows users to transform their internet-connected computer into somewhat of a personal broadcast station. Audio and video can be gathered from various sources, arranged and combined to create unique and personal presentations to a worldwide audience. Once such a combination has been created, it can be saved as a scene. Use studio mode to transition between scenes, just like in a professional television control room. OBS offers many settings, most of which can be used to solve specific needs and desires as they arise. Don't let these menus intimidate you. All you need for now are a few things. Under the Stream tab, notice that we can log directly into a service, or we can manually select a server and input a stream key. Twitch and YouTube are examples of popular streaming destinations, and both are supported here by OBS. If you prefer the manual route, you can think of servers as the target you're sending your stream to, and stream keys as the password to allow that content onto your personal channel. Just like any password, keep your stream key private. Each streaming website will offer its own instructions as to what server URLs to send your stream to, and stream keys can be obtained by logging into your account on those websites and navigating to stream settings. In the output menu, you'll select a bitrate. This is the amount of data being sent from your computer to the ingest server. Your bitrate should correspond with your streaming resolution and frame rate. Too low of a bitrate can result in poor audio or video quality. Too high of a bitrate could be a waste of bandwidth. Before streaming, it's a good idea to review the details of your internet subscription. Be aware of any data caps you may be subject to, and make note of your expected upload speeds, usually measured in kilobits, megabits, or even gigabits per second. For this demonstration, we'll plan on using a video output of 720p 30 frames per second. Based on Twitch recommendations for these settings, we'll use a bitrate of 3000 kilobits per second. If your internet connection and hardware permit higher settings, consult stream.twitch.tv/encoding for a list of recommended bit rates for different resolutions and frame rates. And voila, you're all set with everything you need to know to start broadcasting to the internet.
Thank you, Ryan, for your presentation. By the way, you can occasionally see live esports on the BVP Twitch channel, Bates Tech Esports, all one word. Game On can also be seen on College Vision. Bates Campus Life and Activities is the hub for all the great things that happen on campus. It includes the Associated Student Government, ASG, student clubs, new student orientation, Phi Theta Kappa, the Veteran Center, and more. Headquartered at the Bates Downtown Campus, Campus Life and Activities is here to serve Bates students in ways that go beyond the academic experience. Joining us today to talk about Campus Life and Activities is the Associated Director of Campus Life, Juliet Kern. Welcome, Juliet. Nice to have you.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It's nice to have you here. I want to start by asking you just in general, what is Campus Life and Activities?
That's a great question. Campus Life and Activities is the way that we get students to have the most out of their college experience. So we oversee all extracurricular and co-curricular activities, from a broadcasting club, esports, Phi Theta Kappa, as you shared, the Honor Society, Veteran Services, and tons of other things.
Great. Tell me about Associated Student Government, because I know that's a big part of campus life.
Yeah, thanks for asking. So the Associated Student Government is a collection of students from all different backgrounds and programs that work together to help make the college more student-centered and more student-focused. So a lot of the work that they do is joining councils and committees, for example, the College Council that sets policy for the institution, and really making sure that those policies serve the students well.
All right. And then what is in it for the students?
Well, that's a great question. So what's in it for the students is a great way to get the most out of their experience here. They get paid $14 an hour. They get to work on campus. They get to have a good time. They make friends with students that they're going to probably be friends with for the rest of their lives. Outside of their program, it's a networking opportunity. Many of our students come back and get hired by the college. I think we've seen that with Jamie this year. And they also get the opportunity to practice what they're learning in the classroom in a real setting that they're paid for, that they can put on their resume. For example, this year, one of your students, our mascot, created he created a television show called Banter with Brutus, and there was so much fun to be had, and his legacy lives on, and his resume is built with all of that broadcasting experience. So,
sticking again with ASG, there are paid positions, but are there also other positions that students can be involved in student government?
There are. So each classroom gets a student program delegate, we just changed the name, a student program representative. So each instructor gets 2 representatives, and they can come to the ASG General Assembly meetings, and they can vote on things. The other thing that they can do is they can join a tenure committee or a council, and we'll actually give them a $15 Amazon gift card for every hour spent doing council work. So if there's students here that want to plug in but can't commit to 9 to 19 hours a week of work, they can just sign up for once a month or once a quarter committee meetings, and we'll just give them Amazon money.
And then final question with regard specifically to ASG. A General Assembly meeting, is that open to the entire student population?
That is such a great question. Yeah, the General Assembly meeting is where they come together to talk about what the business that the ASG executive team is doing. And it is open to every single student, every single staff person, every member of the community who's interested in learning and hearing, and to bring information back to the student government. So let's say there's something that doesn't feel student-centered to you as a student, you can come into that meeting at open forum or email us and get on the agenda and present that information to your student government so that they know, because they can't be the voice of the students if they're not hearing from the students.
Yeah, absolutely. How does a student go about becoming a member of ASG? I suppose that'd be a paid position?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's an application on our website at batestech.edu/ASG. Super simple. And they just complete an application online. You'll upload a transcript, a class schedule, and if you have a resume and letter of recommendation, feel free to upload those as well.
What's the point of the transcript? Do they have to be like a super student?
Right. That's a great question. Everyone asks that. No, the transcript is not there you don't have to be a high performer. The ASG bylaws say that a student needs to have a 2.5 GPA or higher. That's just so we make sure the students are passing their classes. So if a student is getting a 2.0 and struggling in the classroom, we just want to honor that and give that student space to really, really dive into their coursework. And when their GPA is a 2.5, we welcome them to come on, because it's a lot of work.
Yes, great. Well, Julia, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your information and also the work that you do with the students. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Twice.
Still to come on College Vision News, our student showcase and a look at the Bates CNC program. Stay tuned. Welcome back to College Vision News. Do you like watching short films? How about walking in the woods all alone? Wondering about the unknown and what it means to be scared? Well, good news. Today we have M.K. Zhang's short film, The VHS, which has all of those things. Here it is, The VHS.
is this? This is so weird. These must be signs. What is this symbol? It means something. The pine cones, the rocks. It's gotta mean something. What the? Something's on fire. Oh, something's on fire. What could it be? No way. No way. It's gotta be it. It's gotta be the source of all this. Something that's come through another void. Yeah. Let's go check it out. That shit. Oh God. Definitely worshiping the f***ing devil. Okay. That was just creepy. That was creepy. That was actually like scary. Oh God. Yeah. He's definitely a Satanist. There's definitely something wrong with him. That guy is definitely on something. Oh God.
Scary stuff. Thanks, MK, for entertaining us with your short film. I definitely wouldn't want to be there in person. What does CNC mean? It's a term we often use, but many don't know what it stands for, and it does stand for Computer Numerical Control. According to Wikipedia, CNC is the automated control of machining tools, such as drills, lathes, mills, and 3D printers, by means of a computer. Bates teaches CNC. This week, we feature the CNC program in our instructional program segment.
I say this is an industry for people that like to make things, like to work with their hands, like to problem solve and create. There's some creativity to it at times.
After getting laid off, I looked into schooling to try and get into a different trade, and I had the opportunity of using unemployment to help pay for my tuition. And so I came to Bates.
The thing I enjoy most about teaching here at Bates is helping the students learn something that I love to do. I have a passion for it, and it's encouraging and rewarding to help others. What people actually do here in the shop is there's a portion of it, it's learning like a second language. There's coding that they learn to read that drives the machines around. How to control the machine to make it cut where you want it to cut, to make out parts. Fine adjustments so that the parts come out in tolerances. Customers ask for parts that have to be measured within a certain amount, and if you know these machines will cut that, but you have to drive it.
I was working for Boeing. I was working a vibrodeburr machine.
I was a aerospace trimmer, or composites trimmer.
The reason person would want to come to Bates would be mostly because we are an accredited degree program. There are other programs out there that offer certificates. We are actually a degree program, and we're also have some ties in with the apprenticeship, so it's a natural step.
When I first came here, it was all exciting to learn learn the machines and working with metal. I learned it was a lot better than working with composites.
The process of learning and then actually making a part, seeing that part go from just a square block into some actual functioning part.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm learning a lot.
Right now I'm learning G&M code for the programmable mill right behind me. Right now I'm also working on a personal project that I have to write some code up for.
Learning how to put the code together, learning what the code means. So they'd be spending a lot of lab time making parts, running programs, practicing setups. And the fifth quarter program students would be spending a little bit more time, maybe half and half between the lab and in the classroom, where we give them a little bit of computer experience, where they work some CAD, some design work, and bring those programs out on the floor to actually make some parts.
I was recommended Bates from a different friend and all kinds of other people, and from myself, I really enjoyed the program, and I see other students would enjoy the program as well, and I was glad I made the choice to come to Bates.
College Vision News was created and developed by the broadcast video production students at Bates Technical College. Today's show was produced by Cesar Castillo. On behalf of the BVP studio crew, thanks for watching. Well, there you go. You got it done.